morning, Mr. Peter. So, on behalf of all the students at Thầy University, especially for School of Humanity and Languages, I would like to say thank you to you because you are the grateful teacher that already teach us a lot of things and your experiences also. Today with the topics of how can help the student become the best version of themselves, not the best person of the others. So, would you like to share your bibliography? What? About your passion, about your degrees?
Okay, a bit about myself, my background. I was brought up most of my childhood in the United Kingdom. I went to school there, and I then decided to become a teacher trainer, which is basically you need a master in training and also a teaching degree. And I enjoy it because basically I feel that I'm at the heart of it is an educator. Okay. Then I have been working for Thầy University for a good part, nearly 6 years now. Wow! So I've also learned a lot when I'm here teaching the students. Okay.
No! God, please, no! No!
Okay. And what's the aspect of your
2,000 years later.
what's your academic aspect? Is the School of Humanity and Languages?
Yes, I specialized in teaching languages and humanities and culture.
Yeah. And as a professional teacher, would you like to share your journey to become the best version of yourself? And how can you apply these experiences to teach the student, especially for humanity?
Okay. Well, I think you're too kind because I don't think that I will never be the best version of myself because I have a lifelong learning philosophy that you can always strive to be better. Okay, and that's what I like to instill in my students as well. You never know enough, and knowledge is power. So basically, you always dare to be curious and to learn. When you stop learning and when you stop being curious, that's when lives get boring. There's no motivation whatsoever.
And what is the unique and effective things of your teaching methods?
Okay,
Yes.
I think respect is foremost. I think I need to respect my students, and there should never be a you and I, teacher, we're us. Okay, so there shouldn't be a class system whereby oh, he's one of them, or so on and so forth. I think, to be honest, I like to be a facilitator because I'm not really a teacher without being facilitating to my student. What I mean by facilitating is actually set up the right conditions for learning, to motivate them, basically to learn for themselves, basically to get them really motivated and passionate about what they're learning. So I'm there to facilitate the materials and the right environment for learning. At the end of the day, I strongly believe in the philosophy of empowerment and also basically individual learning style. So basically they need to learn for themselves. I cannot give them what knowledge that they would not acquire if they're not motivated enough to go and find out for themselves. Okay, so that's really my philosophy, in the pedagogy of teaching and learning, that I really want to motivate them to go out and learn and find out for themselves and make their own mistakes, rather than showing them so that they can avoid their mistakes.
Yes.
Okay, that's how they learn. You learn from your mistakes and you move on.
Yes. Also, study with you a lot of course, but I improve my my self-study skills. You just give us the materials, and then we will responsible for ourselves, and then we will make ourselves better.
And I think that's it's alright with you because you've got very strong emotional intelligence, which means that you can apply yourself. But I find that many students don't have that skills when they come to me, so then I have to help them develop their own thinking skills. I don't want to think for them. And sometimes they're so used to being spoon fed. Okay, so that's not my style. So my style is actually you need to go out and actually you need to find out and experience and taste it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you said that not a lot of students they have their ability to self-study. So do you get any difficulties when you apply your unique teaching methods?
Yes, sure, because basically self-discipline is the foremost, and I need to teach them how to time manage and self-discipline, and and really identify their learning needs, because individual students have their own learning style and would actually apply their own. So I need to teach them to appreciate what they have, bring out the best in them. Okay, and really minimize their weaknesses. So highlight their strengths, make them confident in themselves, because you learn when you're a motivator and with personal confidence. Otherwise you won't be able to. So motivating my students, make sure that they know what they need. So to lead them on to their own self-discovery.
What's your first impression and feeling about a student at Thầy University?
When I first came, and now up to now, there are many talented and gifted students here, and they're very strong with the arts actually, because I like to introduce visual literacy into my units, and a lot of them are very, very artistic and very creative, and that kind of enhanced their learning as well, because they enjoy drawing the stories that I feed them, the materials, and I enjoy seeing that. So visual interpretations in literature is very important to me as part of my teaching to them, and I think that's very enjoyable for students. There's a lot of talented students here, and I think that if with the right approach and with the right motivation, they can go very far. They can aim much higher.
As you said, but I think a lot of students at the freshman student, they are very afraid, very nervous like me. And do you see the...
I think you should build their confidence, and that's what I'm good at. I'm good at motivating students and build up their confidence so that they realize that they've got the power to move mountains. They're there and they should aim for the star, like our motto say.
And hi guys, yes, our grateful teachers at Thầy University, and especially for School of Humanity and Languages. And today, on the behalf of all the students, I would like to give you the present that we handmade for Happy Teacher Days, teacher. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you for the grateful teachers.
Okay, I'm very happy to be teaching here at Thầy University for the past 6 years. That's why I'm still here teaching you guys. Alright, and many years to come. Okay.